The Western Air Command of the Ukrainian Armed Forces has released footage of the IRIS-T SLM anti-aircraft missile system, which was provided to Ukraine by Germany as part of military assistance, being used in combat. Using this weapon, fighters intercepted some of the air strikes of the occupying Russian army on Ukrainian territory, destroying 20 cruise missiles and 77 Shahed drones in January. The IRIS-T SLM is the medium-range version of the IRIS-T SL air defense missile system designed and produced by the German company Diehl Defense. The system provides comprehensive 360-degree protection against aircraft, helicopters, cruise missiles, and guided weapons. It enables simultaneous engagement of multiple targets from very short to medium range within extremely brief reaction times. Different multifunction radar systems can be integrated into the IRIS-T SLM air defense system. IRIS-T SLM is suited for both mobile and stationary deployment. A battery of IRIS-T SLM includes 3 truck-mounted launcher trucks, a multifunctional radar for target detection and tracking, and a command post truck. Oil flows via Russia's Ust-Luga port in the Baltic Sea appear to have paused in the aftermath of an alleged Ukrainian drone attack, Bloomberg reported, citing shipping data and a source with knowledge of the oil deliveries. A source in the security service of Ukraine told the Kiev Independent that Ukraine hit the Andriapol oil pumping station in Russia's Tver Oblast with drones overnight on January 29. The Russians even had to shut down the main pipeline that supplies oil to the Ust-Luga terminal in Leningrad Oblast, the source said. A drop in shipping activity at the port appears to back up these claims, according to Bloomberg. Oil deliveries from Ust-Luga fell to zero, a source with knowledge of the shipment said. Ukrainian drone strikes against the Andriapol pumping station on the Baltic pipeline system, too, which feeds the Ust-Luga port. The port processed about 650,000 barrels crude per day in 2024, representing approximately 20% of Russia's total seaborne crude supply, according to Bloomberg. The independent Russian news agency Astra, citing sources in Russia's Ministry of Emergency Situations, confirmed the fact of Ukrainian drone strikes against the System 2 station. The kamikaze aircraft damaged pump station management and maintenance buildings and scored multiple hits in the vicinity of the station's pump and pipeline network, that report said. The Astra description of damage caused by the Ukrainian strike matched closely damage claims made by the Ukraine. The independent civilian world vessel location tracker MarineTraffic.com on Friday morning showed one tanker stationary at a pier at the Ust-Luga petroleum product storage base, but its last GPS fix was from Thursday evening. 7 tankers were shown to be anchored offshore. Ukraine regularly targets Russian oil facilities with long-range drone strikes, aiming to disrupt fuel supplies to the Russian military and reduce Moscow's energy export revenues. Oil profits are a crucial source of funding for Russia's war chest. Two Russian enterprises received their share of drone sanctions from the security service of Ukraine at once, Volgograd Oil Refinery and Astrakhan Gas Processing Plant. Both affected facilities are major producers of fuel for the Russian army. The Volgograd refinery processes almost 6% of all oil in Russia, and the Astrakhan Gas Processing Plant is one of the key energy facilities in Russia, processing 12 billion cubic meters of gas condensate annually. At the Volgograd plant, SBU and SSO drones hit the flare plant, primary processing plants 2 and 3, and technological plants 20 and 21. The gas condensate processing complex was damaged at the Astrakhan plant. There is a fire, the plant has been stopped, the workers have been evacuated. This is the fifth successful SSU special operation since the beginning of the year to target refineries and other Russian companies that operate in the military-industrial complex and produce fuel for the Russian army. The drone sanctions policy is proving to be effective, an SSU source said. The General Staff said that the Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the Security Service of Ukraine, in cooperation with other components of the Defense Forces, struck the Volgograd oil refinery, Lukoil Volgograd-Neftepererobotka, and the Astrakhan gas processing plant on the night of February 3. According to preliminary reports, the primary processing units at the Volgograd refinery were damaged. The Astrakhan GPP is still on fire and has suspended operations. The effect and extent of the damage are being clarified.
Я думаю, что пора, парни.
Petr Shemaev, the Minister of Youth Affairs and Social Communications of the Republic of Yakutia, Russia, was injured while performing a combat mission in the war zone with Ukraine. This was reported by the chairman of the government of Yakutia, Kirill Bychkov, on the Telegram channel. According to him, Shemaev was seriously injured. However, Bychkov did not provide detailed information about the minister's condition. Recently, in the city of Krasnoarmysk in the Saratov region, a farewell ceremony was held for Lieutenant Colonel of the Russian Guard Anatoly Valgutskov, who died during the SVO. As relatives of the deceased told the Vzglyadinfo news agency, the documents received by the family indicate that he died in July of last year, when he stopped communicating with his command. However, the official notification of his death was received only recently, in January of this year. Many of the officer's friends and colleagues came to the funeral. Representatives of the Military Registration and Enlistment Office, veterans and civil servants were also present. The head of the Krasnoarmysky district, Alexander Zotov, also spoke at the funeral meeting. During the meeting it was noted that in the SVO Anatoly Valgutskov commanded an assault platoon. Vice-Governor of Primorai Sergei Efremov, who volunteered for the front, died during a special military operation in Ukraine. According to the report, this happened in the Kursk region. The car in which Efremov was riding hit a mine and exploded. It is specified that another officer died along with the Primorsky vice-governor. The death of Efremov was confirmed by the head of Primorai Oleg Kotsumyako in his Telegram channel. Today we have a great grief. Returning from a combat mission, the commander of the Tiger Volunteer Detachment, Sergei Efremov, died, he said in a video message. Vice-Governor of Primorsky Krai Sergei Efremov led the formation of the Tiger Battalion and went to fight in Kursk Oblast in August last year after the Ukrainian armed forces attacked the border region. Before that, he became Vice-Governor of Primorsky Krai. As SHOT specifies, Efremov has been awarded several awards, the St. George Cross, and the honorary title of Hero of the DPR.